got the money! It's got the money!
Anything in the car you know about guns, drugs, bombs?
I'm not retarded.
Oh! What the f?
It's Christmas Day in New Orleans, and this kind man is dropping off some gumbo for his elderly neighbor. It's supposed to be a quick delivery, so he leaves his SUV running at the curb. Big mistake. Seconds later, a silver SUV pulls up beside the man's vehicle. Someone in the rear passenger seat gets out and hops into the running SUV. Now, while our buddy in the suit is playing Santa, this guy in the SUV is playing the Grinch. Armed only with a quart of steaming hot gumbo, the victim unloads a Cajun cannon at his own vehicle. Yet another crime has just taken place. Wasted delicious stew.
The furious victim has officially gone from soup to nuts
as he climbs over the windshield and claws at the thief through the sunroof. Now, perched on top of the SUV, the owner pulls the thief's jacket. It sure does look like these thieves have met their match. Ooh, taking the Lord's name in vain. And we'll let it slide. The defiant owner stood his ground and saved his car, but is left with no gumbo, a jacket he didn't want, and damage to his SUV. Bah humbug. The case remains unsolved. The victim reported to local news that he fought back because he was fed up with crime in the city.
What's the matter, officer?
The Putnam County deputy is conducting a traffic stop on this pickup truck because the license plates don't match the make, a criminal offense in Florida that can result in jail time.
Whose tag's on this car?
My ex-wife.
Okay, well, why is her tag on your truck?
I send her the money every month.
It's not registered to this truck.
Don't even tell me that.
I'm telling you, man.
As the suspect retrieves his license, which is blacked out for privacy purposes, the officer asks if there might be anything in the truck the driver would like to tell him.
Anything in the car you know about guns, drugs, bombs?
I
No?
got a 22 pistol right there in the seat.
Okay, well, don't grab
That's
it.
legal. I'm not retarded.
The officer has to take his word on that one.
So when I search the car, am I going to find anything?
Don't know what it is.
Actually, he's gonna find a whole lot of stuff, starting with the firearm, which appears to be wrapped up with a rope around the handle. Next up,
That's a methamphetamine pipe, sir. There's your weed.
the officer pulls out a suspicious piece of PVC pipe. He tries to twist it open to look for more drugs, but it's sealed tight. He moves along with the search, but that pipe, well, it's gonna be a problem.
Whoa! What the f?
As the officer investigates items on the seat of the cab, he leans directly over the sealed PVC pipe, which then explodes.
Whoa! What the f?
The suspect acts as shocked as the deputy, but as the initial surprise wears off, so does the deputy's patience.
Hey, come here. Now, put your hands behind your back. I don't know what the f that was, man.
Another officer arrives on the scene to assist. And now the deputies want to know one thing.
Why did it blow up the way that it did?
I have not a clue. I was just as surprised as he was.
Not sure about that. The deputy was pretty surprised.
Whoa! What the f?
Less of a surprise, 60-year-old Charles Legault was arrested and hit with multiple felony charges. He remains in jail, held without bond.
Whoa! What the f?
The deputy was taken to the hospital to be treated for respiratory injuries. He has since made a full recovery.
It's a little after midnight, and Javier Reyes is walking back to his liquor store after taking out the trash when he spots a red car speeding into the parking lot. A masked man wearing a vest that read Marshall rushes up to him with a gun pointed. According to Reyes, the man told him, "I'm a cop, get on the ground." Turns out that's not the case, and what the man did next proved he might not be who he claimed to be when he said, "It's a robbery." Reyes claims he put a gun to his head and told him, "I can kill you right now." Fortunately, Reyes also has a surprise for the phony officer. His wife is inside watching the whole incident, and she's got a secret weapon of her own, which happens to be an actual weapon. Reyes' wife fires 2 shots at the frightened faker, who takes off, losing his shoes and his gun. Not to be left out of the action, Reyes pulls out a gun of his own. He fires multiple times and strikes the suspect at least once. Perhaps realizing he picked the wrong target, the man scurries to his potential getaway car as Reyes fires one more shot and his wife grabs him. Reyes said when police showed up later, they told him he did a great job. Thanks to the swift and brave actions of Reyes and his wife, the suspect, Jonathan Prince, needed medical attention and was tracked down by police at a local hospital, and he was charged with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, impersonating a public servant, and unlawful possession of a weapon, according to Harris County jail records. It's the middle of the night in a desolate strip mall parking lot. A lonely silver SUV cuts towards the security camera of a gun shop. The driver opens the door and gets out, wearing a mask and dressed head to toe in black, appears to give the impression he's up to no good. He calmly walks to the shop and peeks through the window, perhaps assessing the situation. Apparently satisfied with what he sees, he returns to the vehicle. After a few moments, he backs up to the rear of the parking lot. The passengers, also dressed all in black and wearing masks, soon leave the vehicle. One carries a bag and another is wearing a knapsack. The SUV continues to back up as far as it possibly can, while pointing straight at the front of the gun shop. It's crystal clear the driver is gearing up for a running start. The driver guns it and peels across the parking lot, crashing through the window and the metal gate of the store. A security camera and blaring alarm inside the store are triggered from the collision. Despite the violent crash, the metal gate the vehicle is blasted through has fallen back down, preventing the 3 potential accomplices from getting in.
The driver moves forward for another running start to fix the problem. The accordion-style gate still holds the car back as the driver keeps on it with more force. When one of his partners gets a little too close to the action, he gets caught on a part of the fence. As the driver speeds back, he drags him behind the car. He manages to free himself from the debris without getting impaled by the steel and glass, and then brings his bag into the store. Back inside, he joins the other two in the back of the store and finds a quite unwelcome surprise. Reportedly, all the guns the men are there to steal have been locked up in a safe by the owner before closing time. The disappointed men tell the driver, but he has to take a look for himself. Realizing all the destruction was for nothing, he takes off. It was reported the owner arrived along with the police to find an empty SUV still out front of the destroyed store. For all the trouble, one man ended up stealing 2 knives, along with a flashlight. Not much of a haul after causing nearly $20,000 worth of damage. Police have not made any arrests.
It's just after 10 p.m. inside this Herndon, Virginia bar when 29-year-old DeQuinn LaSharn Hall and another man approach a member of the staff. According to police reports, the 2 men were asked to leave the establishment. Police say the men were angry they couldn't bring 2 young children with them inside the bar. Seen here. As the situation appears to grow more intense, another staff member steps in. Meanwhile, this man removes his jacket and looks like he's keeping his eye on the situation. The argument continues as this patron tends to one of the children. Finally, this employee seems to have had enough of the argument and heads back, leaving this member of security on his own, until this man steps in. The men appear to encourage Hall and his friend to move along, but that won't be so simple. Another member of the party joins, and the steady progress towards the exit comes to a halt. The men go back to retrieve the kids when the conflict finally gets physical. Hall circles back around and shoves the man in the face. Meanwhile, another patron appears ready to jump in, but his friend holds him back. Perhaps a wise idea, because Hall appears to have a gun. One woman appears to grab the gun and stop Hall, while another rounds up the children. A bouncer bravely steps in, and Hall turns back around and shoves him. Yet another brave bystander intervenes despite Hall clearly brandishing a weapon. Finally, the group heads out, but this isn't over. According to police, 5 minutes after Hall and his group left, gunfire can be seen blasting through the front door. Any mystery of where the shots came from appear to be put to rest by this footage captured by an exterior camera, as Hall can be seen firing his weapon. Miraculously, no one was injured. Police said Hall moved to South Carolina, and it took months to arrest him. Investigators said he was charged with 6 felonies, including malicious wounding and 2 misdemeanors. But much to the public frustration of the owners of the establishment where the incident took place, the Fairfax County Commonwealth Attorney's Office decided to offer Hall a plea deal. Hall was sentenced to 5 years in prison,
but only had to serve 8 months after pleading guilty to 1 count of maliciously shooting into an occupied building. During the hearing, Hall spoke and said he was ashamed of what he did, and he was going through a difficult time.
Technicians in this Atlanta nail salon are enjoying a snack and a few laughs during a break between customers. But their good time is about to be interrupted by Georgia's worst stick-up man.
Everybody get down! Give me all your money! It's got the boxes! Give me all your money!
Well, that didn't quite go as planned, did it? The nail technician seemed absolutely and 100% completely unfazed by this stick-up man, who may or may not be holding a gun in his bag. When the robber's demands are ignored, he turned his attention to the salon owner, who will surely be terrified.
Yeah! Where's the money?
Or we'll just carry on booking a mani-pedi appointment.
Everybody give me everything! Give me the money! Where's the money? Everybody give me everything! Where's the money?
This stick-up man just got a dose of you can't be serious. The robber walked away from this heist with only a phone he stole from one of the staff members, a headache from the smell of nail polish remover, and a bag full of disappointment. 2 weeks after this incident, Atlanta police arrested 43-year-old Stephen Harper on 1 count of robbery. Harper's case is pending in Fulton County, Georgia.
Southern